Wiener dog.
What if the wiener dog barks at us?
So look, if you need to do anything, well, we'll just deal with it because we lost our podcasting farmhouse.
Why? Are they home?
Because they came home.
Oh, that's so sad for you.
I know. We can no longer
It's pretty much the saddest thing ever. But we also have so many things to do that we have to be here. Okay. And I need you to not be breathing so fucking hard in your goddamn microphone. Holy shit.
You sound
that
like
was the mouth sex up in this microphone.
Darth Vader. You're like,
I didn't think that was me. I didn't think that was me.
But it was you.
I didn't know, though.
But it was you.
I got allergies in Japan.
Oh, yeah, you did because you're so...
I was allergic to the
did you go to Tokyo?
In Japan?
Oh.
Listen.
I don't know how not to freak.
God damn it. All right.
This is why young people can't be on the podcast. Woo!
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
Welcome to Flawed Femmes,
where we are flawed, we are femmes, and we're in full bloom.
We're having a pause cast.
I'm B.
I'm Molly.
And our special guest today,
Kiley.
Yay! Kiley in the house.
So we're going to talk about being a girl.
We're going to talk about being a mom, keeping your mom in your life.
Being an auntie.
Being an auntie.
All the things.
Vibrators.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
I mean,
listen. And Hoagie's singing along.
Hoagie wants to say hello to everyone. So
yeah, we've lost our beautiful podcasting location. So now we have wiener dogs and issues.
But we have
a special guest.
Maybe the most special guest.
She's very special.
It is Kiley.
Woo!
Hi, guys.
Okay, that was a little late. Let's try it again.
Okay.
We have Kiley.
Hi, guys.
Yes, the timing was impeccable that time.
Well, I'm glad.
Kiley is Molly's 17-year-old. What are you, 5'10"?
5'9".
5'9" 3/4. Maybe 12 pounds. And
hey, we're working on that.
Her hair is like 7 feet long.
Approximately.
Listen,
and
she might be pretty to look at, but we did just find out that she talks like she breathes like Darth Vader. So
yeah, it's very offensive.
You can't just have everything can't be perfect.
You can't have it all, Kiley.
Yeah.
You can't.
She's still a teenager, so her life revolves around Kiley.
Of course it does.
Yes. Of course.
As it should. Mm-hmm. So Kiley and I and Molly all became the best of friends. Kiley wasn't even an active participant in our love affair when it began.
She wasn't a co-pilot. She was like in a sidecar. She was a sidecar resident.
You guys, Molly was pregnant with Kiley. I guess that's what we're trying to talk about.
She was traveling in my sidecar, I think is the preferred way to say it.
I was your womb buddy.
You were my womb buddy.
Geez. Here we go again. That awkward story.
I recently introduced Kiley to a nice looking young man who I had been pregnant with his mother. So I introduced them as womb buddies.
Not awkward in any way, shape, or form.
No. And so now I have been forbidden from introducing anyone to my daughter.
Like ever. I mean, and Kiley, I do not disagree with that. I'm 100% behind you. But Molly was pregnant.
Barbara says crazy things. But of course she didn't say womb buddy. So.
No, fuck no.
Because she's the cool auntie.
Well, I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of things to a lot of people. I have known Kiley her before birth as a little womb. See, I just said womb just because I wanted to be in on the womb action.
She was a womb-fint. She was a womb resident, womb wombat.
So we became very close, and I got to Was I the third person to meet Kiley? I mean, you were the first. And then your husband, and then me.
It's true.
And so I immediately fell head over heels. I mean, once you see this little cute thing, I'm going to post when we publish this, how I will announce it to the world, to our millions of followers, is that I will post a picture of you exiting the womb.
What?
Oh,
no.
I think that's banned. I think that's banned.
No, just out of the womb.
Just out.
Baby me? That's fine.
Brand new baby. Because I have the best picture of your mom in the hospital bed holding you, and she is aglow.
A glow.
I thought you were going to say she is ugly.
No, you were perfect.
She is ugly.
You were amazing. And I was obsessed with Kiley the second she came out. I just couldn't get enough.
The nurses said you look like a baby bird. They said your sister looked like a baby duck. I don't know. I think that means
what is that fault?
I don't know how much. I guess I was like, baby birds are wrinkly.
Well, you were wrinkly baby. You were wrinkly. Well, your sister overstayed her welcome, so she came out like a Gerber baby.
She was a fat duck baby.
Yeah, she was a fat duck baby, which I loved. Very sturdy.
I did miss that birth, everyone, because I was drunk at my birthday party.
We planned we're going to do a birth episode. We'll tell you all about it, but
not my fault. I just want to be super
it was not
clear.
Barbara's fault.
I waited for as long as possible so that I could be there for the birth of child number 2. But since Kiley is almost an adult, we're telling everyone her name. Her name is Kiley.
Yeah, this is Kiley.
It's public record now.
Kylie's going to be on public record.
Convicted as a felon. I'm going to big boy jail.
Yeah.
Why are you going to jail, honey?
I'm just saying, if I were to commit a crime, I'd go to real people jail.
You would go to real people jail.
Why do you have to jump to that conclusion?
I'm just making the point.
You went for that criminal life.
Criminal life, yeah. That's what I live. You're constantly.
When Kiley first joined us in the land of the world, I don't know what that was, you guys.
That's not a phrase. That's what that was.
It is now. When Kiley first came, this was year 2007. You know what has always been my favorite is that I will never forget how Kiley's specifications, because she was 7 pounds, 9 ounces, and born on July 9th. Is that not the most epic thing that ever happened?
It's true. It just lines up. It makes it convenient.
I feel like every kid should do that. I mean, that's just nice.
I planned it. So.
Yeah. I mean,
really, they're just slacking.
So thank you for that. Thank you for that. One of the first memories I have of Kiley, I don't know if you remember this, is your mom spraying breast milk in my mouth.
I don't recall.
It wasn't. You made it sound like pornographic, but it was... No, we were sitting next to each other. That stuff is like when your milk lets down, it's a serious business. It can come down with some.
And we were just sitting on that.
Kylie's fault.
It was
If she had it popped off, it wouldn't have gone anywhere. It just wouldn't have turned into a sprinkler system.
She latches on. She latches off. She was a very fussy baby.
She
wasn't very well.
It's your fault. If you had just eaten your food. And of course Barbara was talking.
You were latched on, and then you were like, "I'm a baby," and like unlatched. Okay. And Molly's breast milk shot into my mouth because, of course, I was speaking at the time. And
it's so awkward too, because that was the year we met. And
it's true,
because I met Barbara when I was pregnant. So now we're staring into each other's. We're staring into each other's eyes, and I don't know the correct phrase They don't make a Hallmark card that says, "I'm sorry, I sprayed my breast milk in your mouth."
Yeah.
It's not one of the ones that you can buy at Target.
There was a slow gagging process that happened, but then it was fine.
And she's obviously scarred because she tells that story when we're drinking sometimes.
It's true.
More often. It's really stuck there.
I mean, maybe. So, Kylie, what's one of your first memories of Molly?
Wow.
Your mother.
I think a first memory of Barbara would make more sense.
Okay.
First
or
memory of Barbara.
Yikes.
Oh my god. Well, I've known
Everybody
you guys my
buckle
whole
up.
life. This is like what's your earliest memory ever? It's basically of
Yes.
life. What is the earliest your dinosaur time that you can remember?
Dinosaurs. How did they get brought into this?
I don't know. I was just thinking about timelines. Of course. Probably something at the works. When I think about being really little, I think about like
That was our gym.
being at the works.
babies.
And I remember you guys would go to your little workout classes and you were working out and I would get left in the baby room, except for I wasn't a baby anymore. You guys just had babies, so that's where I ended up.
The play hut.
Listen, all of the children at the Play Hut loved Kylie. She was
did.
the older kid.
Yeah.
I was an unpaid babysitter.
Listen, you were 4 years old.
Wow.
And we had like 2-year-olds. We had
It's
2
true.
and 4, and you were like the 4-year-old. You can babysit shit.
It's true, but I did send her to 8-year-old horse camp when she was like 5. I'm like, you're mature.
That was fun. That was fun.
Lots of great choices.
You seem fun. We can do a big sister podcast with one of your friends sometime about what it's like to be the biggest sister.
I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
they
have a
would tell
sister.
us. I'm the youngest, and you don't have a sister. They could tell us, and we can
I'm the
invite
youngest
my sister.
and the only girl. I mean,
it's true. It's true.
lottery? Yes, please. I want it. I mean, my parents did.
You may hear a ticking noise, and that is Hoagie.
Is Hoagie.
That is the little wiener dog. He's a terrible podcast host, and we're trying to get rid of him as quickly as possible. Just kidding. We're going to a new place.
That sounds really, really dark.
Sounds wrong.
Real dark.
Oh yeah.
We're trying to get rid of him.
All right.
Anyways,
So Kylie, you are going off to college next year.
This year, actually.
Right. As I said.
okay. I just put my mic on mute. I took a sip of coffee and I almost spit because both of you are wrong. She's going off to college in a matter of months.
Okay. I'll spit in your coffee and then we'll see how you make it.
It's traumatic for everybody.
It's traumatic for everyone involved. So in the world of parents and aunties, how is it best to support children during this big time of transition?
That's a great question.
Probably not to stress them out more than they already are. I feel like parents...
What do you have to be stressed about?
Well, I have a lot to do, actually. I still need to sign up for orientation. I have to take the T's by the 15th.
What's the T's? What
Tell
does that
us
mean?
about the T's.
The T's is really, it's like a 400 question test.
What?
It's become...
Is it for nursing?
It's for nursing and other things, but it's because I'm coming from an out-of-state school into the Connecticut school system. So they're testing me for, I think it's mainly for my science placement.
Interesting.
And so
Okay.
I have to, it's a big, long test.
So it is a test, but you can't really study for it because it has to be what's appropriate for you.
Well,
right?
It's like the SATs, sort of. Like you
Ew.
do study, but like you don't really know if you're studying successfully. It's gross.
Ooh, ah.
I have to sign up for that.
Sounds awful.
Okay.
I was also making fun of the way you said ooh, ah.
Who, me?
Yeah. You went ooh, ah.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't. You guys, I wasn't present for that. Okay. So
you gotta take the T's.
You have a lot of things to do.
Do you have to choose classes?
I don't know. And I also have to find a roommate. guys, it's so hard finding a roommate. You feel like you're talking, because all of these girls are just DMing you on Instagram, and it feels like you're like a creepy stalker person, because you're like, hey, I saw your profile. You look really pretty. Would you want to be my friend?
Oh, that's so awkward.
It's so awkward. And then you ask like all the same questions, like, oh, what's your major? Are you going to play any sports? Are you going to rush? Are you going to keep me up till 5 a.m.? Like, what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah.
So it feels like you're trying to get a boyfriend. Well, do you just want to be my friend? Or like, do you want to be my roommate?
Well, just so you know, this is par for the course. This is what happens for the rest of your life.
Friend dating
is the most intensive.
And then if you get married, your spouses have to get along. And then if you have a dog,
children or animals, yeah.
Seriously, this is one of the only reasons why Barbara and I made it, is because our dogs and spouses got along.
It's true.
If that had not happened, it might have been a rough go.
It would have been harder. It was just so easy. Like everything just matched up the entire time. What is it? Do you pick your roommate or does the school?
I can pick. Like, I could pick a random roommate and then I would just fill out a thing being, oh, I like to go to bed early. I like to keep my room relatively cleanly messy. That was contradictory.
Clean bowl.
Shush. And I could just end up getting picked with like a random roommate that filled out the form similarly, or I can request a roommate that I've previously met. So now, since there's social media and all the types of stuff, most people just meet someone online and room with them instead of picking a random roommate, because all of those stories are horrifying.
That's what I was thinking. Is I wonder what the number comparison is on success if you've connected on social media versus blind.
Yeah, blind roommating. So have you, like, what is it that you're looking for? Or have you narrowed it down? Have you had anyone in the running that you're like, I like it?
I want, preferably, my dream would be if I had a nursing student that was also an athlete, but not my same sport.
Yes. Okay. Have you DM'd any of those?
Yeah, but they're like unicorns. They're so hard to find.
Because nursing and
she's self-identified herself. I just want to say she's self-identified unicorn.
No, oh my gosh. No, but it's hard to. There's a girl that I need to DM because I saw her post. Because we also have like an account where it's like you post yourself, your photos of yourself and about yourself. And it's all get posted on one account so you can meet other people and roommates and stuff. Yeah. And so I saw a girl the other day, and she was a D1 runner and a nursing student.
Okay.
And then I also found one who's a swimmer, and then I was talking to a girl that was D1 volleyball and nursing.
Yeah, volleyball. Shout out.
Yeah. So I don't, and it feels weird, and you're like talking to multiple girls at once, trying to figure out which one you want to be. It all feels so dirty.
Well, what kind of questions do you ask them, Kylie? I mean, that could be where it goes down. But so what do you think? What is one of the things that you love that you're like, oh gosh, I'm going to miss this so much, other than me in my face?
Well, of course, other than you in your face. I'm probably going to miss being able to come home and collapse and be a kid. Because I feel like when I'm out in the world at this point, it's going to sound weird, I'm like an adult and I have adult responsibilities, but then I know as soon as I walk into my house, I can be a kid. Yeah. And so when I go to college, I'm just going to have to be my adult self all the time. And it's going to be exhausting.
You're going to be like, what, 2.5 hours, is that?
More like 3.5.
God, I just threw up.
You'll be okay.
That's out of control.
When is the earliest that we can come and visit you? That would be appropriate.
Well,
other than like, what's your date?
Probably my first rugby game would be understandable.
Because when's that?
Probably sometime in September, but I leave in August.
I like it. September. Here we come.
I don't know.
I'm in. Obviously.
It's not really a question.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's more, yes, I framed it as a question, but it's happening.
It's happening.
Look, here's the thing. When your parents and aunties cheer for you during a sport, at what age does it change from being the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to
rejoicing,
an endearing quality of parenthood?
Well, I think it changes as next year I'll be a freshman, so I'll probably be like a little bit like I'm sitting on the bench right now. There's no reason to cheer. I'm just sitting here. I'm not. But if I was playing lacrosse this year and I was a senior on my senior night, I would not care if you had a giant blow up head of me.
Oh my gosh, I want a giant blow up head of you.
I can get one. Awesome. You can bring one to a rugby game.
I would like to do that every single year. I mean, I'm not waiting until your senior year. That's some bullshit.
Well, that's my point, is I feel like as you get more used to a place, well, as a freshman, if you had a giant blow up head of me, I'd be horrified.
Well, we're going to find out how horrified you would be, Kiley.
I think we will.
Because I think Auntie is gonna rock that.
See, not my freshman year of college, but my senior year of college, you can have a giant blow up head.
Well, you've now put it into my head, so it's happening. I mean, it's just not really unavoidable at this point. I'm sorry, honey.
So, do you think that your generation of girls gets along with their moms better?
I think.
What do your friends think of their moms?
Oh, good question.
That's good.
Just in general.
In general. Well, I feel like I've heard a lot of different things. I mean, of course, I love you the most and you're my best friend, Mom. Yeah. But, and I tell you kind of everything. Annoying. But.
My daughter doesn't love me yet.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. I promise.
I'll wait.
But then I know girls who their mom is the bane of their existence.
It's true.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the same as when we were growing up, right?
Well, I feel like we were avoiding our parents quite a bit more.
Absolutely. We're so cool.
We never wanted to be anywhere near our parents.
No.
We were like, they're coming. Run away.
Yeah, absolutely. And never wanted to spend time and chill out and stuff like that.
Have you heard about potted plant parenting?
Fucking A. All right, here we go, Molly, with your potted plant parenting.
Oh, it was an article.
It's a
I'll have to find the article. No, it's just about how teenagers don't necessarily want you to be interacting with them. They want you around. Like a potted plant. So they are.
I feel like we're, what do you call them? It's like cats or like ghost dogs, or it's when you have to wait for them to come to you.
Oh,
you just
that's
ignore.
A cat.
It's like
that's
you have to ignore them
until they come to you.
Yeah, until they come sit on your lap.
You have to just keep feeding them and offering them pats until they come to you.
Yeah, I just experienced this with my daughter the other day, is that we were talking, and I feel like a lot of us will fall into this, especially parents and possibly aunties as well, is that when an adolescent, hold on, I'm sneezing. Nope.
You didn't sneeze. You let her.
I didn't sneeze. It's still there. It's going to happen. But I feel like sometimes when our kids or bless you. Thank you. I feel like sometimes when our kids or our nieces or whatever tells us that issues and things that they're experiencing or at least my go-to is to be positive, right? Is to express the positive thing that on it, the silver lining. And so you might be like, oh, this sucks. I'm really unhappy. School is really hard or whatever. And I'd be like, listen, babe, it's this and that. And my daughter was just like, well, I guess I'm not going to talk to you anymore about my feelings because you're just like, oh, look on the bright side, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, ooh, that's a tough one, right?
Let me be sad, Mom.
Right. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. You don't need a positive silver lining right now. You just need someone to be like, yeah, that fucking sucks, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Have you experienced that, Kiley? Can we talk about Molly's shortcomings? Because I feel like it's always mine.
Or are you about to talk?
No.
I guess my mom's very good at like reading me. I feel like that's a good way to put it. She's very good at understanding when I'm having anxiety. She wants me to I want to be reassured, and that's the time for the positivity when I'm just having nerves about things I know aren't right. But when I'm down in the dumps, oh well, this sucks. She's pretty good at being like, well, yeah, buddy, I'm right here next to you. It also sucks.
Sucks over here too.
I would say what I'm worst at is when we're having a wiener dog interlude. I do have a mean people issue when people are being mean. And
yes,
so
you do.
Sometimes I kind of shut down. The other day when you went to school, you were so mean.
That was my bad. I was really jet lagged, guys.
Yes.
In my defense.
She had just
because
flown
she
in
was
from
in
Tokyo.
fucking Tokyo.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I was so tired.
But yeah.
Anyhow, so she got up and she was very mean. And I tend to try and alleviate things with laughter. But you know what really bothers people who are in a bad mood and feeling really mean? When you laugh at them. She sent a very nice text message 2 hours later that said, "I'm sorry, I cannot operate anything, including my face." So I think you have a lot of the same responses that I do. And our younger one's a little more, oh, I didn't know you would have that response. A little less predictable. So
it's very helpful that me and my mom are kind of the same person. Mm-hmm. So it's like when one of us is feeling something in a situation, normally the other one is feeling the same thing. So we don't really have headbutts of unexpectedness.
Yeah, we're both like, did you just see that? Let's get the fuck out of here.
We're normally in agreement.
On a lot of things we do agree.
That's true.
I turned to one of Kiley's best friends and I said, "Oh my gosh, your ears are so tiny." And so
my daughter's ears are so tiny.
Yes,
as well.
Your daughter's ears are so tiny. But I sat down next to one of her best friends, and I said, your ears are so tiny. Look at them. And she said, "You're just like Kiley." Kylie says that to me all the time. So it's that type of thing where we line up.
Yes. I also want to say that when the podcast first came out and we only had a handful of listeners, Kiley was one of them, and she was
not
listening.
Because we're funny or interesting.
But here's what I want to say is that, Molly and I would listen back to it and we're like, gosh, we're funny or whatever. This is so fun. We're having a good time. And then she asked Kiley, what do you think of the podcast?
Do you love us so much? Are we so funny?
And she was like, no, it's just you and Barbara. It's the same thing I've heard my whole life.
She's like, I'm pretty sure I'll listen to it if I'm homesick at college. I know. I could do that.
It's so sweet.
We were talking about having Kiley's other auntie Shane but Shane has the exact same voice as I do. And we haven't figured out a way. Kiley is fortunate to have a bunch of aunties. I wish that the auntie culture.
No offense to anyone else, but I am by far the best auntie.
You are at the top of the list. And
listen, the other ones, I love you. You know who you are, but
I think auntie culture. I love this idea of having women in your life that are older. And that whole auntie culture that comes out of it, because
is it I mean, listen, and there are things that I can do and say to Kiley that you can't do and say.
That's what I mean about auntie culture is having people that you can call and that you can go to that are not necessarily your parents. And I'm trying to think back to how many adult people that I knew when I was a teenager.
That were like my friends?
Yeah, I had my mom's sister, my blood relative auntie that I knew. And then there was one woman in high school who was a mentor for me for a little bit, but then she ended up basically being a mentor for the entire high school, and so I felt a little bit abandoned. But
I can't think of
but
one.
That's it. Like, I can't think of people who were just around, who were adults, and my parents' friends but also grown-ups and kids were just opposed to one another when we were teenagers, and also you were pretty sure that the only reason they were interested in you was to abuse you in some way.
Yeah, it's true.
We were in a big fear cycle, and I mean there was a girl who disappeared in my town.
I blame freaking what's that guy who was like, unsolved mysteries. What?
The name of the show was Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah. I don't know what the guy's name.
It was intense.
Well, but like cable news, right? We're in the cable news generation.
Who else? Molly, you would have never bought Kylie a vibrator.
Oh, wait. I don't think that's something that she would want to disclose. We'll take that out.
Listen, I'm not saying that you use it, but like, this is my point is that no, she did not ask me for said vibrator. But as an auntie, I am a huge proponent of learning what makes you happy. What makes it, I mean, it's all about female empowerment.
I wish you all could see Kylie's face right now because it's really special.
She loves me a lot. Mm-hmm. And I have also talked to her numerous times about the Mary Jane, marijuana, pot.
The dangers of drug use.
No, not the dangers. I mean,
she never talked to me about the dangers.
Listen,
I have talked to you about the dangers.
That's what your mom is for.
Yes.
I'm over here saying, listen, I don't do drugs on a regular basis, but you ever want weed, I'll find it for you, because nowadays it's all laced with all these other random things. So, you
need to make sure your source is pure.
Yeah.
That's so auntie conversation.
I will bring it to you. I will get it for you. So listen, has Molly and her spouse been like, oh wow, you're buying my daughter vibrators and trying to give her weed? Yes. That is what's happening. But you have to have someone in your world, in your orbit, that you feel like can do all those things.
Well, and I do have to say, you are the first one to ask young men in the teenage girls' lives all sorts of questions, including whether or not they use condoms as birth control.
That's correct.
There's Barbara definitely fights STIs with awkwardness.
It's true.
That's she true. Does.
I have met some of Kylie's quarters.
You could say boyfriends.
Okay, I've met Kylie's boyfriends, and I feel like I have a little bit more power even than a parent, because here's the thing, it doesn't always get tied back to me. I can make actions happen.
You can make shit happen. You can ask the hard questions.
I know people. That's all I'm going to say.
It is convenient because sometimes I can be like, hey, have you met Kylie's Auntie Barbara? And then I just sit back and wait
for this spiral to happen. How does having me in your back pocket assist in your daily life, Kylie?
Assist in my daily life? I don't know. I always know you're there and in my corner. And
that's unequivocal. Yeah, there's no holds barred on that for sure.
And also, no matter what I tell you or where I am, you'll come get me.
100%.
Oh, I'm probably hurt a couple of people on the way in.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible.
And or drop it like it's hot. Mm-hmm. Pour me a little and I'll drop it like it's hot.
Honestly, probably both.
Well, and I think it's something for mothers to keep in mind too, that having healthy relationships with other adult mentor type women is something that can make a mother-daughter relationship stronger. Like, it doesn't threaten that relationship. And people need to keep that in mind. exposing someone to a lot of different types of support, as opposed to saying, no, I have to be your everything. I'm your only mommy type person.
And that's a little generational as well. You know what I mean? Is that we can all kind of share it and stuff like that. I'm also interested in, Kylie, because we were actually just talking about this in our thoughts around our generation versus your generation and females. Female friendship, female relationships. If you say you see another girl, like, what's your first thought?
I'm slightly introverted, so definitely not go talk to them. But if they talk to me first, it's definitely like, oh, best friends.
Like that unequivocal support.
Yes, it's very like, it's all hi, oh my gosh. And like, especially playing rugby, I meet girls all the time, all over the country, for like a few minutes.
And now all over the world.
And now all over the world. And then I'll see them at a tournament in a completely different place. We'll still wave at each other, say hi, good luck, good game. I feel like we're all very nice and supportive. And of course, everyone has problems.
Of course.
I feel like on the surface, at least, problems don't arise until you're like far into a relationship with a person, when more than just factors of yourself are involved, I suppose.
I wonder, do you think have you noticed a difference between your friends that play sports and your friends that don't, as far as their relationships? Like, I'm wondering about, because the sports thing is kind of, you got this, girl, let's do it together, versus someone else who is not involved in sports and their kind of relationship / view of other gals.
I will admit I'm mostly friends with athletes, but I think definitely just athletic, like, it creates a really great community. Girls who play sports support girls who play sports, and girls who don't are similar, but I feel like they don't have it in the same way, I guess. I feel like a girl who plays sports, you know that if you were going to go run a marathon, she would run it with you and die right next to you. And it's kind of like, even if you just met the person, if she plays a sport, you know she'd do that with you.
Yeah.
And if you don't play
ride or die.
Yeah. And if you don't play a sport, you just don't feel quite that same level of support, I suppose. But it doesn't mean like it's a bad relationship or anything. I think it's just different mindsets.
I could see that, because I see that with theater people in a certain way. Theater people know how to best support theater people. So if you have a friend who's in a play and you're from outside of that, then you come in, but you might not know the expected etiquette. Like, you might not know to bring flowers, or you might not know. So you're more familiar with those type of athletic sport structures. I think that we practice different ways to support one another. So, even the coaches who, man, bless all those coaches out there that take a minute, that say, tell one person something they did really well tonight, and how, like, because you're practicing how to support each other. And I love it when people do that, especially when you go to other spaces. Sometimes it is hard to kind of figure out, even if you like the person, you're like, I don't know how to support you in this, but I think you're awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if you guys didn't gather, Kylie is the bomb diggity when it comes to rugby.
So yeah, she'll be playing D1
all the
rugby.
sports. I think that, what I think is really interesting, and this happened to me, Kylie, and I'm wicked interested if this happened to you, being really tall, and back in the day, Kylie is right now, but when I was 17, I was very thin. And so I think being tall and thin and playing, as I played rugby and then I played football, everybody had a preconceived notion of what a rugby / football player looked like. So do they have that preconceived notion now, or no?
I think rugby is really open to all body types at this point in the journey. Everybody has a place in rugby, and so
everybody has a rugby body. You can get that shirt on happyrugby.com.
But it's definitely, I think it's more of a surprise. Like when people find out I'm not a back, because traditionally
a back is a running position where you
run, and traditionally they're the small people on the smaller side, but I'm a forward, and so before people watch me play, normally they're a little skeptical. They're like, what is she gonna do? And then they see me get out on the field and absolutely hammer some bitches.
Yeah,
and then they're like,
girl,
holy shit, that's where you belong. And so I think it's very, like, sometimes they're skeptics, but ultimately it's very easy for me to prove myself to people, which I'm lucky that I have that ability. But I have lots of girls on a rugby field who tell me they're scared of me. Like, they love me as a person, but I have, like, other girls who are arguably D1 commits, good-sized girls who will Hail Mary throw the ball in the air to avoid being tackled by me.
That's pretty fun.
Do you look differently in a rugby getup? I can't imagine ever thinking anything other than...
I think it's the people who know her and have seen her play. I think the tendency is for... And I think this can happen even to anyone going out for a sport who might not fit the perfect mold of what people picture for a certain sport.
Yeah.
Is that there's a tendency to kind of get overlooked or not realized or underestimated. And so Kiley's someone who is familiar with having to prove her position.
Although I would like to say is, since rugby isn't very mainstream, I've grown up telling people what rugby is, and especially in the school system, I am known as the rugby player.
Yeah,
like me and Gracie are the rugby girls.
Yeah.
It's not like they're watching football. They watch the big football dudes and then they see you and they're like, how do you play football? It's not like that. I'm the only idea, like, for lots of people at the school, they never watched rugby before in their life, so they think I'm what a rugby player looks like.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of fun.
That is fun.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun because growing up, a lot of the boys were scared of me. I was the first girl picked in gym class. They were like, oh, she plays rugby, because all I knew was that I hit people or tackle people. I don't punch people out, but they didn't know enough, and it wasn't mainstream, that it was kind of this cool, kind of scary thing that I did. And I started doing it before any boys started doing it. At my I am rugby.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that I find that, and I will post not only a baby picture, but a picture of Kiley now, like one of our senior pictures, is that because I find in my experience in life with you is that you 100% have always broken the mold. And since you were tiny, about this preconceived notion. And I don't know, again, if this is more our generation, Molly, than it is Kiley's generation. But I think that the whole time, even when you were doing MMA, we were all doing that jiu-jitsu for a little while. Yep, jiu-jitsu. And you were always just this cute little tiny thing, and
very determined.
Yes, very determined. But a preconceived notion is like, oh, you're so cute. You can try this. Come on. And then she'd fucking flatten some big ass guy. And so I think you're another really lovely representation of someone who is so beautiful and so like fits this Instagram influencer look. And in reality, you're dropping it like it's hot on the lacrosse field, on the rugby field, on the jiu-jitsu field, and so, Matt. And so it's jiu-jitsu
I'd like to see that game. Yeah. I will say that I don't think things have come particularly easy for you. No. So Kiley's dyslexic. She had a learning disability when she was younger. Watching you grow up has
she still has dyslexia.
She does.
That
she is still dyslexic.
People frequently ask me.
Yes. There are some things where Kiley will always struggle harder than other kids, but also you grew really fast, and like a lot of tall people, you're very clumsy at times and uncoordinated.
Oh gosh, she's still a little clumsy.
Significantly less.
But honestly, that contributed to you being able to be so what's the word?
So persistent.
Yeah, so persistent. And I mean, what's your reflection on that? Do you feel that struggle made you stronger?
I definitely feel like it did, but I think as my mom, you saw it the most, but a lot of other people didn't. Probably one of the biggest things I'm told is because I feel like this sounds so full of myself, but I'm pretty, and like I have a bunch of things going for me, and I think sometimes people like chalk it up to luck. And
yes, like it's been handed to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I've definitely, because they don't see how much I work or how hard I work, and they look at me and they're like, oh, well, you know, you're pretty, so like obviously everything works for you like it does in the movies.
Right.
No one sees how hard I work. That's a special thing you get to see.
Right.
I say a little bit.
Yes, of course you do.
I say just a tiny.
Well, and when the Barbie movie came out, it was funny because
amazing.
Kylie kind of struggled because at first it was kind of fun because people were like, oh, you look like Barbie. But then it started to feel just like a stereotyping. Like we talked about it a lot, and Kylie did some writing on it. I mean, what was that like for you being kind of pigeonholed into that Barbie?
Yeah, if you don't know, everyone calls me Barbie.
Rugby Barbie.
Rugby Barbie. It's just like, I even went to Japan. I went to Japan with people that I'd never met before in my life. And I had complete strangers be like, look, she looks like a Barbie. And so it's definitely it kind of like put me in a box, and like they assumed, oh, well, she's a Barbie. And then anytime I did do something, like I said, it's very, it was luck. It was just
because you were pretty, or like you didn't do the work behind it.
Right.
My youngest favorite joke right now is, why did Ken and Barbie break up?
Why?
Because Ken came in another box.
That's upsetting that your 14-year-old can understand that.
Now.
Oh no, I wanted that to be tears and not clapping. Well, I feel like we're super lucky to have someone like yourself, Kylie. I mean, Kylie, this is your chance to speak to millions and millions of people.
Millions and millions of people.
What are you going to say to people?
I guess based off what we were just saying is we were talking about how I worked so hard, but people didn't know that I did. And I briefly forgot earlier was that I didn't realize how hard I worked until one of my friends told me. And I had been working so hard for so long, especially when it came to like reading or work, like doing homework took me twice the time. I didn't realize that I was doing twice the work and nobody knew. So for a while, this is going to sound bad, I kind of felt like I was dumb because people assumed I was. Right. And not that they were looking at my grade. They knew I got good grades, but they weren't like, oh, she's smart. Oh, like, well, she just, And so it was definitely a thing learning for that to like believe in yourself, because I thought for so long that I was kind of stupid. And then one of my friends was like, Kylie, people tell you you're Barbie all the time, but there goes Hoagie.
Oh God, he's wrapped in my.
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Wait, his little chicken leg was wrapped in my microphone for a minute.
Yeah. And so Gracie looked at me one day and she was like, Kylie, even though people call you Barbie, you work really hard. Everything you have, you've worked for. You're one of the hardest working people that I know, and you're one of the smartest people that I know. And that was kind of almost like a little mind-awaking moment. Oh, I guess like she's right. I do all of these things. I am really good at my sport, but I also go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week.
Yes.
I eat a crazy amount of food so that I can make the gym work. I go to practices, I drive hours, I come home and I do hours of homework that shouldn't take me hours, but they take me hours. And I do all of these things, and that's not just nothing.
Of course not.
So sometimes you gotta give yourself props.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta give yourself props.
Yeah.
True.
And I'm like a really, really happy person a lot of the time. And people always, because that's also one of those things, I'm always smiling. I'm kind of like happy-go-lucky. And I think that...
But that doesn't equal easy.
Yeah.
That doesn't equal everything is handed to you.
It's true.
That equals you choose to look at things in a positive light as much as you can.
Yeah.
That's not usual.
That is unusual.
You're so special.
Special gal.
And there's something about, I feel like your generation has started it, and I'm late to the party, but I'm getting in there, is that compliment. It's that confidence of, I'm really pretty and I'm working my ass off and I do a really good job. And that doesn't mean, I don't know who came up with the word conceited, but there are people who are conceited and then there are people who are confident, and they're two completely different things. And I find you to be confident and I'm here for it.
It's a big thing. Sometimes people ask, how are you so happy all the time? I'm like, you just got to be confident in yourself. You just have to love yourself, and you got to be a little extreme about it. Not gonna lie. For you to be successful, success. I almost said sex.
You said sexful. You did say
successful. Successful.
Well, that vibrator's coming in handy.
Oh my Jesus.
By the way, the whole vibrator thing came about because of, there's a TED Talk that you should go watch. It's called Why You Should Buy Your Daughter a Vibrator, and it's by Dr. Robin Buckley.
It's amazing.
It's a great TED
We'll put
Talk.
a link into it.
And Dr. Buckley does all kinds of, I think she has a podcast now out of Florida, and she talks about midlife and especially really phenomenal. Successful women and how to kind of run your life like a boss, which is cool.
Yeah.
And so check that out.
But she told me to buy Kiley a vibrator.
She did tell Kiley to buy.
Inadvertently.
Yes.
And so I did it.
It was true. Okay. We listened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Barbara did check with me first. She didn't just go like tossing vibrators everywhere. That was
yeah, it's true.
Jeez.
Okay.
Review time.
We have someone who curls their eyelashes quite a bit, and you have been through quite a few eyelash curlers.
Oh, so many.
And
I want to know, did you use the heated ones at all?
No.
Because those ones scare the
I feel like, what if they burn your eyelashes off?
Yeah.
Can you let that wiener dog in?
No, not yet. Let's finish our review first.
Okay.
No, I have not used the heated one. That sounds scary. I'm going to burn my eyelid.
Yeah.
Be burned. No, I've tried many an eyelash curler, and my little sister loves to leave mascara
Your little sister is a big problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
She loves to leave mascara all over the eyelash curlers.
Because she puts on the mascara first.
And then can't do that.
What your daughter was doing?
That's what my daughter was doing.
That's how your eyelashes fall out.
That's how you take them out. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's no bueno.
So what's your favorite eyelash curler?
It's the one I just got from Japan, which is super awesome.
But you said you can order it here. It's just more expensive. How will we know it when we see it?
It's just an eyelash curler.
Okay, so we have this eyelash.
I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna Google image.
Yeah,
I just got the box out for everyone, but it's all written in Japanese. But anyways, it's really good.
What's different about it? It looks the same.
Okay, so it's made specifically for like Japanese eye shapes, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And I think that people, I don't know what about it. It might just work better on my eyes.
Let me see. Now I gotta say, I haven't seen it out of the box.
I mean, you can also try mine out.
Can I open it?
Okay, listen. You guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you show me the open one?
Okay.
So your little sister said it didn't open as wide.
It doesn't open as wide. And instead of shoving your eyelashes into a little gap, it like
does it press?
It like presses.
It like presses back.
So listen,
Barbara is Googling.
It is available on Amazon.
We could post a link.
It is available on Amazon.com.
We're not earning affiliate dollars yet, but we'll maybe someday we will. But we'll post the link.
It's $19, I think.
Yeah, I got that for like $5, and I got it in a pack of 3.
Yes, it's much cheaper if you're actually in Tokyo, but I feel like you should. Actually, I feel like you should just go to Tokyo and get a mascara.
I mean, who doesn't think
eyelash
so?
Curler.
Well, Kylie.
Now you know.
What a pleasure.
It's lovely to talk to you.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for coming today and being a part of the grown-up silliness that is our podcast.
Of course.
Love
Thanks for having me.
Peace. Don't forget, be a fucking fabulous
flawed femme.